Call a member for Spence.
I move the motion relating to far-right extremism in the terms in which it appears on the notice paper. Speaker, I rise in this place today to lead the House's condemnation of far-right extremism, wherever it rears its ugly head, whether it be within our borders or abroad, and whether the actors involved originated within our borders or whether imported from abroad. Far-right-wing extremism is one of the great existential challenges and threats we face in Australian civil society today, particularly in today's modern age, one beset by climate that is weighed down by post-truth politics and post-COVID lockdowns. For as we know, far-right-wing extremism is a threat that is neither new nor uniquely Australian. The challenges our society faces by far-right-wing extremism are more than just existential in its nature. The threat matrix it poses is very real indeed. It is a threat that is, however, manifesting itself within Australia in a number of different ways and through mediums that adapt rapidly at the pace of technological advancements, both for communicating with its audience as well as attempting to mask digital footprints from the prying eyes of the national intelligence community. It is an ever-present threat to peace, order and good government, to constructive civil discourse and to those who find themselves targets of their fixation, whether that be the case because of the religion they follow, the colour of their skin, their political beliefs, the job or office they hold, that they once held or that they aspire to hold in the future. These factors and more can paint a target on the backs of individuals or entire sections of Australia's population. I am grateful that this motion is to be seconded by the member for Wills. The member for Wills is not only the chair of the Parliamentary Joint Committee on Intelligence and Security, but also the second most authoritative Khalil on the subject matter. And I'm sure the member for Wills would agree with me on that point too. Taking top spot on that particular leaderboard is, of course, the Lowy Institute's very own Lydia Khalil, a subject matter expert whose book, Rise of the Extreme Right, is an excellent place to start for those that want to learn more about extremism, extremist ideologies in an academic sense. Soberingly, far-right extremism has existed here and continues to exist in many guises. It's existed as posts on Telegram, inciting a call to arms and encouraging those viewing it to recruit from within their communities. It has shown itself steps away from the Victorian Parliament, where neo-Nazis burned crosses and performed Nazi salutes. Such acts, so overt in nature, would be unthinkable several years ago. Now many groups have been emboldened to act with impunity out there in the open with disturbing frequency. The extremism has even shown itself through the actions of an Australian-born man who took it upon himself to exact his twisted manifesto upon a community of innocent civilians at El Noor Mosque in Christchurch on that one fateful day in August 2019. That day, one man, an Australian-born man, snuffed out the lives of 51 people and left 40 others injured and changed the lives of thousands throughout New Zealand, Australia and across many other parts of the globe. What was once seen as being on the crackpot fringe of beliefs and ideals has slowly but surely migrated across to the mainstream of our society. Though far-right extremists are not a homogenous group by any means, but the number of common denominators within manifestos and many groups' core beliefs are starting to grow. And this has been the case in all pockets of the world in the post-truth era, but the commonalities have become more apparent after the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is a threat that is, however, manifesting itself within Australia in a number of different ways and through mediums that adapt rapidly at the pace of technological advancements, both for communicating with its audience as well as attempting to mask digital footprints from the prying eyes of the national intelligence community, with ASIO in 2021 confirming that right-wing extremism made up 50% of its priority caseload. Many in the previous parliament saw it as a reason to act, but then there were others that felt personally attacked by the term far-right extremism. We had, amongst others, the former Senator Fierravanti Wells, even questioning the Director-General of Security on this topic. Those on the other side of the chamber who identify as being on the conservative side of politics or right-wing would know already that they are not in anyone's mind's eye when referring to far-right extremists. They are not them. But those members and senators, like all of us, are part of the solution. We cannot tolerate the
member's
intolerable.
time has expired.